I'm a big stats guy, as you can tell. 96% of individuals come to faith before the age of 18. 96%. So for our ministry, unless we're reaching that 96% before they get to college and before they go on, it's going to be unlikely that we reach them. And that's insane, but it's real in my life. I did youth ministry for several years. Like I said, I was a pastor out in D.C. for 10 years. When I heard about Lifewise and I heard the concept of it, it seemed to fit exactly the problems that I always had of reaching students. Mm-hmm. Because what's the problem with churches reaching students? What are the issues that you run into? Well, it's because you can't reach them before or after school because half of them are bust, right? They can't stay after, they can't go before. And if they're an unbelieving student with an unbelieving parent, there's no way to reach them either because they're not going to willingly drive their kid to a religious education program or a church, right, if they're not believers. If you have to ask the unbelieving parent to do anything, they're likely not going to do it, and it makes a lot of sense. Why would they? If I were in their shoes, I wouldn't do it. But here with Lifewise, it was like, wait a second, this is during the school day. So the parents don't have to do anything other than sign a permission slip.
Yes.
We do everything else. We pick them up, we drop them off, we educate them, all the things, and we get to give them good character lessons as well.
And food.
And food, yes, and even some giveaways every now and then. We get to do it all for them, and all it takes is a permission slip. And even then, I was curious, like, well, who would sign up for this thing? Will it be only church kids? Turns out 85% of the kids that sign up for this program are unchurched public school students.
Wow.
Why? Because the parents don't have to do anything. And they're not opposed to the church typically.
Yeah.
They just are not in the habit of going to church or have an effort, or a desire to really want to provide that service to the kids. And that's okay. Because we do that for them. So when I heard about this program, I'm like, this is amazing. This solves the problem. Because the question that we all have to ask is, what are you doing? What am I doing to reach the lost in the city? And when we think of the lost, how often do we actually think of kids? Are we reaching them? Are we reaching those public school students that will never hear the gospel? And the answer to that generally is no. We try to send our kids in to be missionaries, but they're not equipped to be missionaries. You know, some of them are, but most of them aren't. Right? We are the missionaries. How do we reach them, and how do we impact their lives? Even if it's not of an eternal nature, what if it's just a cultural nature? How do we impact them? But so anyway.